Hello everyone, it's Positron here. Just a quick note on this video. When I originally streamed this, the software that I used for my virtual avatar had a major glitch on it, which basically tanked my frames per second. So unfortunately this video is very janky, as we were getting about an average of like 4.9 frames a second. I did try and persevere with this, and this is an hour-long episode, but the next one, everything was resolved without issue, so that is one that will be more acceptable to watch. So I apologize for the status of this video, but unfortunately between a decision of letting it be retained and cutting it out of the archives, I decided to retain it despite how bad the frame rate is. So I hope you can accept that, and yeah, the next one will be as it should be. Oh, okay, right, so the game is working, but apparently my VTuber profile isn't working, and apparently also my computer is being horrifically laggy as well. Okay, I'm probably going to have to take a moment just to have a look at this, because yeah, there is no reason why that should all be going as high as it is. I may have to close down a few things, just please give me a moment. And yes, hello Lion Sharks, nice to see you. See, close all of that, and probably close down all of this as well, seeing as I won't need that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I think it's something's gone a bit wrong. Oh, well, I could probably identify it. The closed captioner seems to have gotten an update. So let's just see if I can do anything. Okay, let's just I close down my thing. We may be doing a faceless stream today, but let's just see how this goes. So how have you been doing today, Lion Shark? Anything interesting? And while I do that, I'm just going to start closing down all of these other things that I have open. I've got way too many things because I was so focused on so many different things today. Let's close that as well. We need all of that still up. And okay, I think I am going to have to turn off the closed captions or adjust it. Yeah, okay, I'm going to have to close. Okay, nope, that doesn't seem to have done anything. Okay, I'll turn that back on then. And geez, this is going well. First technical issues that I can really notice. So there we go. Okay, my avatar is back up and running. And let's just have a look. Okay, just quickly transition over to... Okay, right. My avatar is there on that, but it is not available here. So what has happened to that? Okay, so you've next generation site standards, watching Remember the Titans. Oh, that sounds interesting, and it sounds very technical that I'm not something overly familiar with. Okay, so let's just try and change that. There we go. Okay, one problem fixed. My avatar is now available. However, okay, remove captions. And what could be taking so much? Hmm. NGSS Science Curriculum in the USA. Okay, that does make some sense. Oh, so apparently my system is registering that I have 5 frames a second for some reason. I'm just trying to get up Task Manager and see if I can basically break down as much as I can. But no. Yes, I have heard of Common Core, so it's just another type of curriculum. Okay, that makes sense. Oh no, this doesn't look like it's going to play ball that much today, unfortunately. And that's going to be a bit frustrating. So yeah, I think I will. I'll quickly exit this out and restart and see if that gets anything working. So I will be back in a moment. Okay, we are back in some regards. Unfortunately, it looks like I am still having the major issues in terms of the frame rate. So I'm going to go ahead and start playing. But I am going to have to be relying on, obviously, people watching to kind of tell me if it's manageable or if this is just like completely undoable. So if people have comments about what this is doing, then I'd appreciate that. And I'm aware that we have basically 5 frames a second as my computer is reporting. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and hope that this works okay. And thank you very much, Lion Shark. Yes, welcome back. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure this is going to be that great a stream. It looks like I may have to debug after all of this. Yeah, maybe it'll get better. I mean, I've got on my okay, apparently all of my save games duplicated. That's not something that's supposed to happen. Yeah, on OBS that I use, I've got a little stats box so I can see like, or how much space I've got, how much CPU and memory this is using. And then I've also got the frames per second, average time to render a frame, frames missed due to rendering lag, and skip frames due to encoding lag. And all of those numbers from the frames per second are not happy. They are all in red, so I can see quite a lot of them. But yes, I think we will just go ahead and see how things go. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe I'll need to completely debug my system, which will be fun if I need to do that. Yes, yikes. Well, you like frames per second, it's registering anywhere between 4.92 and 5. Average time to render a frame is over 200 milliseconds. I am missing almost 92% of frames due to rendering lag and 46% of frames due to encoding lag. So, okay, let's just have a look. So that is going to be clear and sunny all day. Fortune teller. Spirits are in good humour today, so we might go down to the mines, and I'm hoping that because this is a bit more casual, it won't be so bad that we've got an absolutely pitiful frame rate. So hello, I'm Susan, the owner of Emerald Farm up at the railroad. I've been trapped up there alone ever since Joja calls the rock slide, so I've got a little bit of cabin fever. Happy to finally meet you, Positron. Step by and visit Emerald Farm when you have the time. So this is again one of the farmers introduced with Stardew Valley Expanded, and as she's just told us, she lives up in the mountains, so essentially the area where the spa is that you can only access after the rock slide has been removed in summer year 1. So Positron, this is embarrassing. I lost my lucky purple shorts. I'm telling you because I think I can trust you. If you find them, bring them back to me discreetly. Yeah, I'll pay well. Hi, Bleach Black Cat. How are you doing? And yes, shorts. I just love the fact that actually in this you can find them, and then basically if you have access to the sewing machine in Emily and Haley's house, which I do, you could put a nice gold trim on it. If you show your mayor's underwear to everyone, he should raise your taxes to 29%. Have you actually seen the what happens if you actually put it in the bundle for the fall? I can't quite remember what it is. But the bit where you need to go through and display all your goods, the garage sale thing. And oh, you're a Beach Black Cat. You're adding. Oh, you're getting your COVID shot today. Oh, hope it goes well for you. You're getting the Johnson & Johnson one, so that's one of the ones that... Is that one of the ones that's been linked to the blood clots, even though you've got like 1,000% higher chance of actually getting COVID than getting blood clots from that, but I can still understand. Now, when I got mine for the vaccine, I was kind of a bit hesitant because when I was going through, it's kind of like, okay, we've got like the Oxford AstraZeneca one here, and it's said that if you are under the age of 30, then it was recommended that you get the Pfizer one, and I was kind of a bit, it's like, oh, okay, that might be a bit worrisome. But yeah, when I got on, I managed to sneak in and get the Pfizer one anyway, so that's all been good for me. The only issue that I had was that I had a bit of a bruised arm afterwards. So yeah, Lion Shark, the festival thing. Yes, I've not actually done that myself ever, usually because I can't, or I seem to kind of neglect the relationships with people. And okay, I'm just looking at this on the preview, and this is just going horrifically bad. And yeah, Bleach Black Cat, everyone telling you not to worry, and that's making you worry. It's like, yeah, I can understand that, because obviously you're there thinking, it's like, well, if everyone's telling me not to worry, then that means there's something to worry about, which means I should be worrying, but everyone's telling me not to, and it's just that kind of situation. Okay, so we said that we wanted to go down the mines, so we've got the Bone Sword and Shadow Dagger, and I think, just trying to think, I don't think we're going to have... Yes, stop making me have a panic attack. Yes, indeed. So I think we have... Gosh, okay, now I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. But anyway, we can put the watering can back. We can have a quick look in our cave. I can't think of words today. And we do actually have quite a few fruits here. Let's pick them all up and just make sure. Okay, so that's good. The food that we have is pepper poppers, which we probably want to leave here. Okay, yeah, I think, well, I'm presuming that everyone watching this can survive with how bad, oh, sorry, with how bad the frame rate is on this today. Unfortunately, short of like doing a complete stop and debug, it's not really anything I can do for today. But obviously, I'll be having a look at this tomorrow and just making sure that everything gets hopefully fixed ahead of the next stream. So I'm just going to have a quick look. What can we have? What do we have? Okay, so don't have anything for the summer crops. Yes. Bleach Black Cat saying, not as bad as some I've seen. Like, most of the stats I'm seeing from this are red. They are going, it's like, yes, excuse me, this is not how it should be going. Something is majorly wrong here. So I don't know what happened. Honestly, I just started up the stream. Okay, we can put a grape into the summer foraging bundle, so we can pop by there as well. And then everything else, I think we're probably just going to have to wait on, especially the fishing. Blacksmith's bundle. We should have a gold bar somewhere, actually. Yep, there we go. So we can put those in. But yeah, bleach black cat, everything is just basically showing red. And you know how good my system is. Like, you know how souped up it is. And this should not be happening for me, but it is. Oh gosh, it's... oh gosh, this is almost just like a presentation. So we've got another cutscene here. I guarantee there's nothing to be worried about, Mayor. But there is Morris. Robin's house was struck by several rocks when the landslide was cleared. Susan was shocked by the blast. She wasn't informed of the operation until... Everything is under control and will be fine, Mayor. And one of the garbage Jojo jumps into the river, Morris. Willie, our local fisherman, says he's catching Jojo CDs and cola cans. Might I remind you, pursuant to Initiative R27.01, Jojo Court Amendment, Jojo's operations here in Stardew Valley are fully compliant with the law. Ah, hello Positron. I was just on my way. Good day, Morris. So just adds in a bit of character to Morris and a bit of the difficulties that we're having in the valley between obviously some of the residents and Jojo Core. Jojo is paving a way to greatness in Stardew Valley. It's only a matter of time until we're all united under Jojo. And it's just that face there that he has with that just creeps me out. So anyway, we have a few geodes, so we want to quickly pop over to... Yeah, okay, my mind is completely gone today. So we want to pop over to Clint's, open them up and see if we have anything decent. If we have anything to donate, we can donate that. And then we can come back, go through the community centre and then up to the mines. Okay, so... let's just have a look. Obviously some coal, which is the most worthwhile thing. A fairy stone, I can't quite remember if we've donated one of those yet. The marble, I'm pretty sure we have. Neptunite, I don't think we have. The drum, yes. A rock. Another fairy stone, so we can sell one of those even if we have to donate it. And Jagoite, which I'm pretty sure we have donated as well. We can just have a look. So, donate to museum. Okay, yep. So those two items there. So that gives us a new achievement, treasure trove. And we also have something new that we can collect, which is... okay, well, it's a rare crow and some pumpkin seeds. And yes, you can kind of see that some of the rewards that we get, I kind of just leave them. So, Bleach Black Cat, I know you have played Stardew Valley with the expanded mod in the past. Have you actually picked it up recently? Because they've made a few changes to where the Adventurers Guild is and where the mines are, which is quite interesting. Okay, Alex didn't see that, thankfully. Pierre's is closed. Leia is in need of a sweet pea. We will accept that just in case we manage to find one around. Ugh. Okay, yeah, I think I'm scaring some people off with just how bad this is. But nevertheless, I will continue going through. I will continue going through. So we needed the grape for the summer bundle and the gold bar for the minecarts. So there we go, there's the grape. And after this in-game day, we will subsequently be able to get the mine carts out. That will help us in terms of being able to get around the valley a bit sooner. So that will be nice. Minecarts pretty much always end up being the one that I unlock first, simply because I go down into the mines and I try and get or complete that as quickly as I can. So yeah, it just tends to be the first one that we complete, and there we go. And we have an absolute bunch of Junimos coming around. We are the Junimos, keepers of the forest. And that has basically turned the furnace room and basically put that brand new. One of the Junimos is coming through here to grab a star so we can see our progress completion up here. Let's just wait a moment and see that. There we go. So I will say I have managed to complete the community centre within the first year, like even without the update in version 1.5 that added an option to make sure that you could. And look, I just love how the little Junimo follows you around after completing a bundle as well. So I admit I have kind of sneaked a peek using the Stardew Valley predictor, and all things considered, I should be able, or I have access to everything in the first year, so it just basically waits to be seen if I can complete it in the first year or if there are some things that I can't necessarily find. But logically I should be able to find everything. Okay, so this is Bleach Black Cat, where the new place for the Adventurers Guild and the mines are. It's all up here. I think this may have been added because of the additional island that's added in 1.5. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't gotten that far yet. Actually, if we go back up, because I probably should have... Okay, no, I don't have a chest here in this game. It must be my other one, but never mind. Oh. Okay, we can just immediately start heading down. That's nice to see. And then a couple of lava slimes and shadow creatures. I keep on saying this and I keep on apologising, but I cannot remember all of the names for all of the monsters in the game. Okay, so we'll go down here because you might just have something good if I stop running into you, that is. So let's just eat a couple of things just to get our energy back up. And also clear out a bit of inventory space because that can't hurt. Okay, fire quartz, pick that up. Nice emerald. Yeah, I am at least somewhat glad that my recording software decided to glitch out on something that was not so dependent on high frame rates. So we get some bone fragments. There is a diamond node here, so let's keep fingers crossed, see if we get 2. And we did indeed get 2, so that's probably at the level where we can actually start selling them now. So that will give us 1,500, so a pretty decent amount towards our house extension. And what else can we do? Okay, we don't have enough copper or coal. One moment. Just checking on a couple of things. Okay, just trying a couple of things. I'm not quite sure if this is necessarily going to work, but we can try. So I've just checked and reset the resolution for my computer, but it doesn't look like it's necessarily done too much. And unfortunately, we have a bunch of these annoying bats approaching us, but thankfully we might be able to get some stairs once some of these are defeated, because that does tend to happen to me when we have all of this mist around and all of these enemies. There we go, like that, and I will just head down because I don't really want to bother with that. Path of least resistance basically means the path of how few rocks can we cut through to get somewhere. Okay. That's done. And a summoner and slime down here. Okay, so we are going to have to go through and do a bit of stair hunting. Okay, there we go. And we may have a few other interruptions because I apparently have tech support in the house working on a solution for me. So thank you to my tech support team. That is very much appreciated. Okay, so anyone want to take any bets? Are we going to get down to level 90 before the end of the day? Because we are at level 84, as we can see. But the question is, can we find stairs for the next 6 levels in, what's that, 5 hours? There we go. Okay, that's to level 85. Slimes around. Okay, there we go. That's one defeated. And another one. Yep, there we go. And oh. Okay, that is a whatever the opposite of the void essence is. I can never remember. Solar essence. Get rid of the sap. We've got plenty of that. And probably should have actually sold a couple of these things, but never mind. We can worry about that a bit later. And yes, I think if we just kind of start here and start looking for some stairs. Okay, no stairs, but some gold. What can we put in that place? Probably coal, because once again we have loads of that back home. And we're almost out of energy, so oops. No, I didn't want to bring up the speech thing, or the chat bar rather. And yeah, let's eat a couple of cave carrots as well. Seeing as we put the farmer's lunch or whatever it was back, because that isn't useful in the mines. But, you know, something like that might have been useful, but this is why we want money towards a house upgrade so we can finally start cooking some nice things. So, outside of obviously all of the modded stuff, because there's way too much there than I can remember, anyone got any preferences on what your favourite food in Stardew Valley is? Whether that be because of the stats it gives or just because it looks like a nice one. I'd probably say that mine is probably the Lucky Lunch in terms of actual stats, but in terms of food is probably going to be, I think it's the Blackberry Cobbler. That one just looks really nice to me. And unfortunately, I don't think we're going to find the stairs on this, unless I've managed to completely miss it. Nope. Okay, we're going to have to head back, unfortunately. Not as productive a day as I would have liked again. But we have a couple of diamonds in our backpack, which we can sell. And then we can head back put some stuff in the shipping bin, go to sleep, see the minecarts get reactivated and start using them tomorrow. And also tomorrow in game we could probably go up here, presuming we don't have a good luck day and I really desperately want to get to the mines. Let's go for that. Just doing a quick check around and make sure there's nothing too interesting that I want to get. Okay, so 2 diamonds, yes. Berry stone, yes. Emerald, yep. All of those as well. Yeah, sure, just chuck it all in, basically. Let's chuck it all in. And come back to here, and one copper can go there. And probably, yes, the monster loot. Ah, that's where some of the other copper went then. I must have stored it there because obviously we're wanting to keep some away from the furnace and making sure the automation mod doesn't catch that, but I will go back here anyway, and we have 1 additional furnace that we can put there, a couple more gems, then the newest rare crow that we've got, which we can put here, and just make sure that we have that bit covered as well. Then fire quartz, magma geode, seed packs. Say hello to the kitty. Oh yes, bleach black cat. Don't think I actually showed you what I decided to name my cat in the game. But yep, there we go. We go to sleep and the Junimos are fixing the minecarts. So we now have something of a quick travel system. We get level 6 mining, which gives us the bomb recipe. And let's just see how much money we made. Almost 3,500. So we are 35% of the way, money-wise anyway, to our new house extension. So yeah, there we go. Bleach Black Cat. That is the name of my cat in the game, Sir Fluff. And I did also choose the Silver Tabby because obviously that is the one that you know is most like my real life little kitty. So anyway, let's just check on the weather report. Oh, storm is approaching. Thunder and lightning expected. Now, oh dear, we are only at level 4 on foraging, so we're not going to be able to get the lightning rods. So, spirits are very displeased today. Okay, so this is very much a, I'll probably clean up the farm, maybe go fishing, probably go fishing day. So if we just go back and grab our watering can from indoors, and then we want to put our weapons away for today, and then yes, I think we will honestly refill the watering can, grab the fishing rod, and then go fishing and grab some of the summer fish. So our poppies are growing pretty decently over here. Half the reason I'm doing that is just so we can get some poppy honey rather than it being the generic wild honey. And we can see here that the ancient fruit seems to be growing pretty nicely. That's always a good thing to see. And we have all of our various other crops around, including an absolute ton of blueberries, which I'm hoping is not going to exhaust me. Okay, so let's get that done and that done. And I'm glad I decided not to plant any more coffee beans because it does look like we're pretty much at the limit of what can really be considered acceptable for growing during the summer. And then last bit there. And then probably come back down here and do that. And just make sure we get everything watered nice and appropriately. There'd be a bit of a disaster if we manage to forget one thing and it doesn't manage to grow in time. I think that's probably the most frustrating thing I've really seen in the game, is you just miss out on a harvest by one day. And anyway, we have the last one there. I'll go back and refill that just so we don't have to necessarily do that. Well, I was going to say tomorrow, but you know, the next in-game day, because tomorrow in-game we are going to be having a thunder and lightning. So let's get a fishing rod, quickly check on the fruit bats and our personal quarry just to make sure, and good thing we did because there is an orange there. So I don't think we've got one of those for our community centre bundle, so we can grab that. And then here we have pretty much just copper and iron, a couple of geodes. Yeah, just basic stuff. So maybe come back here with a bomb or two just to clear things out. But for now, let's take this orange up to the community centre and then go over to Willie at the fishing hut by the beach. And then we can buy ourselves some trout soup, do a bit of fishing, and maybe see if we can catch a few interesting new fish. And relating back to my earlier comment, favourite dish in the game? Favourite season? How about that? Favourite season in the game, and if it is any different from your favourite real life season, any particular reason why. For me, I pretty much prefer fall in the game. I don't know what it is about it, but it just seems to have this nice homely feeling about it. And then in real life, I'd probably pretty much say the same. It's always a toss-up between like fall/autumn and spring for me. Yes. And I think I'd go more for autumn, because spring, like we have now, you can have some absolutely ridiculously cold days, and then a bit later it can be brilliant sunshine, whereas autumn seems to be a little bit more balanced in terms of that. Hello, Elliot. Your shoes are filled with sand. Yes, that is what happens when you live on a beach. Okay, we've got shells. Oh, a rainbow shell, which I think we need. No, we don't need that for the community centre. I guess either we've got one or I'm mixing it up with something else. So we have another bit of cloth here. I think we may actually need to do another recycling machine, as that one probably isn't keeping up with everything. Got Victor down here and some bubbles for fishing. I'll just quickly talk to you. I was going to say, is Willie not here today? But no, it's just a cutscene. Come in, make yourself at home. We're looking around at all the various stuff. Aye, that's good stuff there. The fish go crazy for it. Just make sure to wash your hands good after dipping them in those juices. The aroma has been known to linger for up to 7 weeks, miss. Like, oh, that's not nice. So, you've been catching a lot of fish? Yeah, a reasonable amount. You have options for yes, no, or it's too difficult. So, yeah, let's just go with yes, because that is the truth. Aha, a lady after my own heart. You can always count on a lady who fishes. That's what my old pappy used to say, at least. Well, keep it going. If you catch every fish in these waters, I got a special prize waiting for you. Okay, so this may actually be like regular standard game stuff. So, what's wrong? Well, business has been tough lately. It all started about the time that old community centre fell to ruin. My fish just didn't sell like they used to. I've been working double time just to make ends meet. No time for your own projects. But if things picked up back around here, I might have the time to show you something. Yep, she's back there. An old friend that's seen better days. Someday, miss, you'll see what I mean. Oh, that's actually pretty intriguing. Partly because I have no idea if that's a regular game thing or if it's something relating to Stardew Valley Expanded, but I'm definitely going to be interested in seeing where that goes. So we could actually buy the fiberglass rod, but I think I will save my money. We'll buy 3 trapped soups. And honestly, if we actually don't need the rainbow shell, probably sell those back. And let's just hope. There we go. The fish double bed looks like you catch crabs from it. What kind of crabs are you thinking? Because my mind probably may not have gone to the same crabs you're thinking. Okay, so we've got a few difficult fish here today. I guess this is my punishment for being a bit too good in spring. And Claudine says, oh, sorry, bleached black cat. Oh no, probably did. Okay, well, if I... yeah, I think... No, okay, no, I will go back to where we are, and I just saw another set of bubbles popping up here. So let's just try and go for these. And that bed is nasty looking. I didn't actually look at it too closely. I kind of saw that it was 25,000. Bit out of my price range. Okay, so there we go. Perfect catch. A red mullet. So that is definitely one that I remember needs to go into the community centre. Okay, and now I'm expecting these trickier fish. I'm a bit more aware. There we go. That's a tuna. That's also one that needs to go into the community centre. Okay, only 3 fish before the bubbles faded. That's disappointing. Okay, there we go on that one. Okay. And let's just see. Yep, both. Oh, no, the red mullet doesn't need to go in, but the tuna does. Okay, so we'll obviously go back and put the tuna into the community centre when we have the time. In the meantime, I think we will just honestly sit down here and have a look at things. And I've got a couple more potential fixes for the very, very low frame rate. I did not want to do that at anything less than forecast. So I think in probably about 7 minutes, I'm going to take a quick break, get a snack, see if I can reconfigure OBS to actually do the full frame rate properly, and then fingers crossed we won't be having these issues anymore. And fingers crossed also that it is going to be a very quick fix, because obviously if it's not, then, well, not really anything to say there other than, yes, it will take a while if that's not the case. So, nice chill day in Stardew Valley. And I also have a, well, I've been trying to think about who of the marriage candidates I actually want to marry. I've got a couple that obviously I've like romanced in the past, but I'm wondering if I should go with one of the same people or if I should try someone new. I know quite a lot of people seem to like Leia as an option, and I'm wondering if I should see where a romance with Sophia goes, or if I should honestly just stick to one of Alex, Shane, or Victor. And of course, it's slightly annoying that Victor, or that Stardew Valley added in Victor when there was Vincent, because I keep on getting confused between those two. And saying that I want to romance Vincent is not the impression I want to give. So I have to double check and remember that I am talking about Victor when I am saying about marriage candidates. So there's nothing. Fish don't seem to be that inclined to bite, and that is a bit of newspaper. And okay, I was not expecting Willy to come out in his swim trunks and just start fishing. Seasonal outfits, yes, but I was not kind of expecting him to just completely strip off. Yeah. I was just about to say how it doesn't look like we're gonna have like much more success here. But yeah, it's another red snapper, so we'll eat one of the trapped soups. And that gives us +1 fishing, so a slightly longer cast line and a slightly larger bobber, so that should help us a tiny bit in terms of getting some more fish. And I'm not fishing in the area where the legendary fish is. I don't think I'd be able to manage that quite at the level I am at least not for the moment. And it's like I have managed to catch the legendary fish just with the basic bamboo rod, but I think I was probably like level 8 at that point, so I had quite a like large cast distance and bobber to help me out with that. I think that was also at one point I was very tempted to just give in and give up trying to catch it, but stubbornness won out in the end for that. Yeah, I swear I keep on hearing the little Claudie, Bleach Black Cat is like, I'm sorry, I can't hear a word you're saying because my eyes keep on staring at Willy and WTFing. It's like, yeah, I'm doing the same. I have seasonal villager outfits, and obviously, if villagers are on the beach, then they have their like swim slash beachwear outfits, and it looks like the seasonal outfits thing decided for Willy that that would subsequently be any time he walked out of his fishing hut. Yeah, that might be a thing I have to clip, presuming no one else has done it. So with the low frame rate, I'm wondering how I'm actually going to be preserving this because it is not that professional looking. Anyway, ooh, we get a starfish. And 1 piece of bait. That was really worth going for the treasure chest. Thanks, game. It's not just his lack of clothing, but the way he's fishing. Well, how else do you expect him to fish? How else do you expect him to fish other than having his rod straight out in front of him? And yes, it is very much the equivalent of, you got a rock. It's like when you open one of the like high level geodes, like the Omni geodes, and you get rock. Not like 5 or 10 rock, which could be vaguely helpful, but 1 singular rock. Yes, it is very much like that. And anyway, I swear I keep on hearing the little the fishing rod, but when I pull it back, it doesn't seem to have anything. I don't quite know what's going on there, but Okay, some seaweed. I know I said we needed seaweed and algae for the fishing ponds. Okay, this looks like maybe another tuna. In the way it's bobbing around. Okay, there we go. I think we've got it in a good position now. And yeah, of course, bleached black cat. When you said you can't hear a word I'm saying, I kind of like thought, oh, has my microphone gone as well? That would be a great thing to happen with the rest of the stream. So we are almost out of energy. The trout soup's going to run out in 40 odd seconds. So let's just see a couple more casts. Then we can just see what we get, which is nothing but seaweed. Okay, so we want to put the newspaper back in there. And then let's see. Okay, yep, we do have enough space for all of that. And those, we will leave the coal and wood there for now. And we will head back home, chuck a bunch of this into the shipping box. And see how much money we have to work with for tomorrow. So there is another sweet pea down here, but we nope, didn't think so. And do we actually still have that? Okay, Mayor Schultz delivery. Okay, no, it's the final day, so we can't do that. But the good thing is that taking those requests, there's no downside to not fulfilling them. So pretty much if I think there's a way for me to fulfill it before the time, I do accept it. If it's something ridiculous, like someone wants a diamond and I know I don't have one easily accessible, nah, forget it, you're not having anything like that. So anyway, what do we want to keep and what do we want to sell? So starfish, I don't think there's anything worthwhile for them. Actually, I'll just double check. I'm just going to double check that there's nothing in the community centre bundles that require any of that. It doesn't look like it. So sell the mussels, the clams, the torches, the starfish. We want to keep the flounder. We can sell the tuna and one of those. Same with that and that. And I know lobster is used for something. Okay, we can sell the clownfish as well. That's good. Everything else we probably pretty much want to keep. Okay, so yep, that goes there. A couple more things into here. And then we put those up just so that I can remember that we want the tuna and one cloth for the community centre. Say goodnight to Sir Floof. And got almost 2,000 gold. So yes, we may be able to get that house pretty soon, which is nice to see. Okay, so we got a new achievement as well. I don't think we've had a look at those. So collections. Please Black Cat, do you ever make a line of chests or is that just me? No, I tend to have them in kind of the like most sensible places. And because I run the autonomy mod as well, I can pretty much put one chest surrounded by like a bunch of push and pull what's the word, like crafting machines, so I don't find that I need to actually have a line of chests because then I can just set it up. It's kind of like, okay, set a thing up, say with the soda makers, so I need coal in that, so I put that there. I need fruit syrups, so I put in fruit and sugars, and then I have the soda machine itself, which obviously takes the carbonated water and the fruit syrup and that puts that together, and then that just shoves it back into the chest as a completed item. So anyway, the achievements we have: Greenhorn to earn 15,000, Fisherman, catch 10 different fish, Old Mariner, which is the one that we just achieved, to catch 24 different fish, Mother Catch, catch 100 fish, and Treasure Trove, donate 40 items to the museum. So the rest that we have is Cowpoke, earn 50,000, a complete collection, complete the museum, a new friend, reach a 5-heart level with someone, moving up, upgrade your house, which hopefully we should do soon, DIY, craft 15 different items, Master Angler, catch every fish, that may be difficult, Gopher, complete 10 help wanted requests, Polyculture, ship 15 of each crop, that's also going to be complex, Monoculture, ship 300 of one crop. Well, when we get the ancient fruit working and up and running, that should be pretty simple. And then full shipment, ship every item, that's also going to be interesting. Hey, hello Surfloof. Weather report, beautiful sunny day, and spirits are very happy. So I think I have a couple of quick solutions that I'm going to try again for making sure we have more than 5 frames a second. So I think if I quickly transition to my Be Right Back screen, stop the stream and just double check a few things, and also probably get myself a bit of a snack, bit of a drink, and I should be back hopefully within a few minutes, and hopefully with a fixed game. So I shall see everyone back here in a couple of minutes. So stay tuned.